has begun.
I was about to ask one.
Too bad. Should have asked it before.
I forgot about it.
Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTubes and the Twitches. Welcome back to our regularly scheduled bullshit. Now we're once again with Sirenscape music because Teddy actually remembered how to pay bills. It's just very, very quiet for some fucking reason. Why?
You did pause, everyone.
I know. The bar is set so fucking low. Why are you not playing spooky music? You were supposed to be constant.
Because this is Sirenscape, and it adds to the bullshit.
That's true.
Indeed.
Yeah, can anyone actually hear Sirenscape right now?
Nope.
No.
Cool. I'm so glad that the Sirenscape decides immediately the moment I start streaming that it's going to shit on my shit in my cornflakes.
I hear that expression all the time.
Okay, good. I'm glad that I don't sound like a fucking lunatic.
Oh, don't worry. I've seen it actually happen.
What?
There we go. Goddamn. Okay.
We don't question my brother.
So, for anybody watching, we've had a little discussion about fixing our whole talking over everything issue. So, when we last left off, the party had made their way across the plains of Eventiln. Through the snow and up the foothills, they made it to the base of the mountains itself, the Glasstop peaks. It was an eventful trip, marked with some very, very ominous spirits that did not seem to bode well for the party's current situation. The last thing that happens, or the first thing that happens, as everybody begins to set up shop for the evening, as it is getting very late and you all are very, very in dire need of a rest. Aaron's disappears once more into the snow. A rogue gust of wind blowing up a cloud of ice and snow, and they're gone once more. But the snow doesn't seem to keep people for long. Soon they'll return. Hopefully. Now, the rest of you, having figured that there's no good way to take people back from the snow, decide that it's probably best that you just set up shop for the evening and take a rest. So, we do have a couple more people this time around, but we'll get to that later. To start with, though, how many people do we actually have in the party itself right now? We have 5 in the party. Okay. Who wants to take first watch? Type in chat. Alrighty. Anybody else want to take first watch with Carter? Because we do have one extra person to bump between one of the random watches. Or actually, I'm pretty sure that Hyanin can take multiple watches. Alright. I saw Carter and Altair first. Carter, Altair, the both of you are on first watch. So, go ahead and roll some perception checks for me, kiddos. As the cold wind of racing across the plains seems to not quite reach the base of the peaks, and you all feel modicately safe at the moment. Alright. Carter, what did you get for your perception check?
I'm second. Okay. 16.
What? No talking unless it's your turn or I address you. Okay, 16 for Carter, and what did Altair get? 17. Okay. For the 16 and 17, you guys you're a little bit on edge. Guys. No interrupting. We just had this talk. With the 16 and 17, you guys you're still a bit on edge from the previous days across the plains. being followed by those eerie specters did not seem to do you any good. And you're a bit on edge as you're look. Stop talking when it's not your turn. M, mute yourself when you're not talking. Goodness gracious. Anyway, where the fuck was I? Hello, Titty Girl Mama. Welcome to chat. Welcome to the shit show. Anyway, you're a bit on edge. It's been difficult. The previous 2 days have left you very much on edge, and you've been looking out across the plains and searching more of these mysterious figures that were watching you previously. Thankfully, though, your watch seems to go by relatively peacefully. The only thing that you do notice throughout your watch is that you do hear the occasional grunt or roar coming from the caves up ahead, about halfway up the mountaintops. You're just able to make out the shape of the Yetis moving around, directly blocking your path up the mountain. Something that you'll undoubtedly have to deal with shortly. Alrighty, who's on second watch? Carter, you were already on first watch. Hyanin, welcome to second watch. And I think, yeah, Trey, Hyanin can have. Hyanin only has to rest for 4 hours, right? Or go into like his century mode.
Sure.
Okay, so do you want to take 2 watches then?
Sure.
Okie dokie. You want to take? All right, so we'll have you on both second and third. Sound good?
Okay.
All right, so since we can have more than one person on that, Ren, do you want Silas on second watch with Hyanin, or does Silas want to take a different watch?
I can go with Hyanin.
Okie dokie. We'll have Silas and Hyanin on second watch. Both of you go ahead and roll your perception checks. Let me know what you got.
17.
D20 is what we're rolling?
Yeah, D20 plus perception.
Okay, just making sure.
Anytime I ask you to roll for anything except for damage, it's going to be a D20.
Okay, good to know.
Also, I like how half of this music track on Sirenscape is just nothing.
So, roll it plus... So roll D20 plus what?
Plus perception.
Plus perception, okay. I forgot where perception is.
Perception should be your wisdom modifier.
Oh, okay. 17.
Alright, so both of you got 7 things. Okay. Much like your party members, you don't really notice anything. You're still keeping an eye out for those mysterious ghostly figures that were wandering across the plains. Your entire family is watching the stream. That's fucking terrifying. But yes, you're still keeping an eye out for those ghostly figures that were chasing you across the plains. They don't seem to bother you, but you do notice that partway through the night, the Yetis in the caves above, you do actually notice 2 of them leaving the caves to go off across the mountaintops in search of food. They don't seem to come down the mountain to where you are, nor do they seem to notice your presence. The rest of your watch passes by peacefully as Teddy tries to find music, because where the hell did my music go? There we go. All of Wales is watching my stream. Don't embarrass me. Too late. All right. Third watch. So yeah, since Carter can take another watch, do we want Carter and Hyanin to take third watch together? Because I'll be totally honest, I completely forgot that Carter could take more than one watch. Sure. Alrighty. Both of you go ahead and roll perception, and you can say out loud what you got. And Trey, you do have to roll a different perception for the second watch, okay? Alright, what'd y'all get?
9.
Okay. And Hyanan?
I got 8.
Oh boy, an 8 and a 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Carter, Hyanan, you both have already had a watch. Your respective races don't exactly tire, but your attention spans do begin to wane. Your minds begin to wander, and you're not keeping as close an eye as you probably should. Thankfully, nothing really seems to jump out at you or attack you. The only thing of note that happens is just after the beginning of your shift is when the aurora starts coming from the mountain peaks. As it has just reached midnight, the pinks and oranges coming from that otherworldly crystal high at the peaks radiating out across the plains. It'd be quite beautiful if it didn't fill you with this odd, eerie sense of dread. But, like I said, your watch goes by peacefully. And we'll move on to the last watch. Who hasn't had a watch yet? Yeah. Samoa, you're all alone, buddy. Go ahead and roll your perception. All right, and you can say out loud what you rolled. All right, you rolled a 22. Good. Samoa, you're all alone. Yeah, there's a tiny little bit of, well, fuck you guys too, since you're the only one that had to go on a shift by yourself, having drawn the short straw, but you're also, like everyone else, you're on edge. It wasn't exactly a fun time traipsing across the plains, having to keep an eye on but not directly look at a giant horde of undead that were slowly creeping up on you. It's not been a fun 2 days. Much like your other party members, though, you very easily notice the Yetis just before the break of dawn, returning back to their den in the mountaintops with something draped over their shoulders, some form of deer, or it's difficult to make out from this distance, but something that they hunted for sure. Past that, just after the Yetis make their way to the den, you actually start to hear whispering. It's almost imperceptible at first, but slowly you hear it getting a little bit louder. You strain your ears to try and make out what it's saying. As the whispering grows ever so slightly louder, you finally hear, "Come to me. To the peaks, come to me." Before the whispers, however, lower once again to nearly imperceptible and die away as the first light of dawn spreads across the plains in front of you. Alrighty. And with that, you all wake up, having gained the benefits of a long rest. Congratulations. Alright, you are all now free to roleplay amongst yourselves over your thoughts of what has occurred the past couple days and what you have seen over the course of your watches. Or what you have heard over your watch.
Who else slept like a fucking rock?
Me. Don't worry, I did until my watch.
What?
That's surprisingly comfortable.
Well, don't keep us in the dark. What did you notice?
Nothing, really. There was Yetis that are carrying some face, it looked kind of like an animal. I couldn't tell. It's dark. It's hard to see.
Well, I sure hope they're happy with whatever they caught, because I sure don't want them going after us.
Agreed.
Yeah, agreed. I feel exactly the
Agreed.
same. Don't worry.
Well, I think packing up and getting a move on bright and early is probably the best idea.
At that point, John does pop out of your pack size and goes, "Yes, it would seem that it's probably for the best that we get a move on before the Yetis take notice that we're here." And he cranes his head up to look up the mountain. He goes, "Well, there is one small concern, my good fellows.
Oh dear.
Not just the fact that for whatever reason my music is not actually playing looped like it's supposed to.
How dare they? Boom.
I don't know why it's not looping my music. That's really getting on my nerves. Anyway. Well, look up those cliffs. I know my eyes aren't exactly the greatest in the world, despite having so many of them, but I don't quite see a good path up them cliffs without having to address the Yeti issue.
Well then,
we can get it over with.
well, who's ready to stretch their limbs and have a little fun?
Beyond looks at you, slightly wounded, and goes, "Ah, yes, let me stretch my non-existent limbs. I do oh so love a good climb."
Stretch your book bindings? Would that include you, Beyond?
Yes. Sometimes it's nice just to be included. And he shuffles half turn as best he can to look away, slightly miffed.
I really don't like that book.
Well, that's rude. I like you all quite well.
I don't like
I
you.
was about to say.
Well then. No more bedtime stories for you. Then again, most of my stories are kind of horrific, but that's beside the point.
I like them personally. I like the horrifying ones.
Me too.
Well, I will tell you this though. If you are willing to deal with the Yetis, you could try to sneak through their caverns, as it does seem as they do likely have other exits upon the mountains. But if you do want to deal with them, I hear that their hides can make quite interesting armors.
Oh, I'm in.
Tempting. You know, I am feeling a bit ambitious today. What do you say, everyone?
Same.
Yeah, I am too, honestly.
Let's murder a Yeti.
This is definitely not me
yeah,
trying to cope with.
To just. Are we here for some crystal? Can we just focus on that?
And we have to get
Touche.
to get to it. Either way, we're gonna be dealing with them.
Does mean we have to go
Yes.
seek them out?
You know, 2 dragons with 1 trebuchet, or however you kids say it nowadays. How do the kids say it nowadays? Something about rocks?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, the correct saying is a bit offensive for certain parties involved.
Okay then.
Oh, right, I forgot that one of you is a bird.
Quick
Yes,
question.
This is why I
next.
don't like you.
Yes, next.
Yeah.
Said something next.
Yeah, you had a question next?
How many Yeti were there on my watch?
2. You have seen 2 fully grown Yetis.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
that's
I just wanted,
horrifying.
yeah, I wanted to tell Carter that there's more than one because Carter wanted to kill a Yeti. So yeah.
Yeah, you are still super duper quiet, Nex.
Do I have to put my mouth on my mic?
Pretty much.
Probably.
God dang it.
Yeah.
I thought you got a new mic.
Yeah, I did, and it didn't change anything, so it's probably just my voice.
It might be your mic. Is your mic sensitivity turned down really, really low?
No.
Well then, we'll have to fight with that later.
No, I have to set it to automatic or else it doesn't work.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have to figure that out later. Oh, that's not the right stat block. No, we're not having you fight an ancient white dragon right now.
Oh, wait, what?
I'm pulling up stat blocks on. I'm pulling up stat blocks on D&D Beyond, and it was like, "Hi, remember when you were looking at an ancient white dragon for something completely unrelated to this current campaign? You'd like to use that right now, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?"
Absolutely.
Ah, yes, we're level 3. Let's go fight an ancient white dragon.
D&D, don't tempt him. Don't tempt him.
The temptation. It's so strong.
I must do an 8-party TPK.
Okie dokie. And the music has stopped again. Why is my music stopping? Donde está? Why?
No
Why
bueno.
is it?
Right. Shall we get on climbing then?
Yeah. Would do for the better.
Alrighty. And you all decide to begin climbing. You very quickly become extremely glad you did decide to purchase the crampons, the pythons, ropes, and other climbing gear. But don't worry, the music's on. It's just ambiance at the moment. Ah, there we go. The spooky growls. Exactly what I wanted. It does seem, however, that you... That was louder than I thought.
Yeah.
What Dead by Daylight is this?
I am now fearing.
They're
for my
Yetis.
life.
They're Yetis. Shut up. You should be afraid.
Aw.
That's just the
Firebolt.
Anyway, as you all begin your climb up the mountain, it is rough, it is harsh, it is difficult, and I need somebody to make a survival check to make sure that you guys don't fall down the mountain and die.
I only have a
That's
+2 to that. I don't
I have
have anything
+1.
good. Yikes.
Wait, let me see.
Survival check.
I only got +1.
Jeez. Am I the one with the highest survival?
With a +2.
Yeah.
Carter has +2. Does anybody have higher than a +2?
No, but I just rolled.
Alright, how about this? Since you already rolled, we'll have Carter and Silas both. Each of you gets to roll in lieu of you having advantage.
All right.
18.
Also, I got a dirty 20.
The 16.
Alright.
And all.
Wait, what was your modifier next?
+1. I got a nat.
Yeah, we're not having yours. That we're only using the ones that have the slightly higher than a +1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, it is okay, as you're not the most experienced mountain climbers, but you are able to... It is a very jagged peak. There's plenty of handholds. The more thing that happens is you do have the occasional very slippery patch of ice. Don't fall down the stairs on the day before Christmas like I did. No, I'm not still bitter. Why do you ask? I have a stair bruise on my ass. Anyway. But you are able to begin to make some progress. It is slow going. It is windy. It is cold. The rock itself is so cold it seems to sap the strength right out from your fingers, right through your gloves almost. Altair, part of the way through the day, it does get to the point where it is so rough that you are having to fly ahead of your party members just to put pittons and other anchors in the mountain and tie ropes to them in order for your party members to climb up safely.
Okay, don't have my character program, huh?
Thank goodness for the Beb.
I'm really starting to get some respect around here.
Well deserved respect.
I mean, I could do that too, but I can't really fly that well, and also I'm not entirely certain how well I could fly with a pitten in my mouth.
Book?
So therefore you can't do it, Beyond.
Yeah.
Also,
Are
how
you
on
just trying to put me down?
You know, I know this wonderful story about a group of adventurers that fell off of a fucking mountain, Silas. Would you like to hear it? Spoiler warning, they don't turn into monsters, they just fucking die.
Or we could just not manifest it and like shut up.
I agree with Samoa.
He's just going to like slowly like slide back down to Silas's backpack, grumbling. He's not normally this kind of a bitch. It's just the cold's very difficult on his bindings, you know.
Of course.
He gets like a different kind of cranky when it's cold.
For real though.
However, it takes you about 4 hours of climbing up before you do manage to make your way to your first flat landing area. It's not very big. It's only about maybe 15 feet across by 20 feet wide. Just big enough for you all to sit down and take a reasonable rest.
Nice. Jeez, how long have we been climbing? I am exhausted.
It's been at least a
Also,
4 hours, 13 minutes, and 42 seconds.
counting.
Thank you, Beyond.
You're welcome. One of my pages is Sundial.
I am. Ugh. I thought we just rest a little bit longer before we start again.
It's probably not a bad idea, but also, do you hear that? I know I don't really have ears, but I believe that is the sound of some snoring yetis.
Oh.
You all look up and realize, while you've been climbing for about 4 hours, it has been a very difficult climb up sheer cliffs. You have made significant headway. And you do see directly in your path, probably only about 80 feet up from where you currently are, you do see the entrance to their cave, along with a small, and you can see from this angle, a narrow, rather unstable looking footpath along the edge of the mountain, climbing up to the piece itself.
Do I recognize this?
Recognize what part?
The footprints.
They're Yeti footprints. Well, you can't see the footprints from here. There's like a bit like a 2 foot wide like path, like where it's stable enough to walk on at the entrance of the cave going higher up. There's not like footprints, it's a footpath.
Oh, you were talking about footprints. I thought it was like if I check, it's maybe like Cinnamon's. My bad.
You don't see any sign of human life up here.
Okay. Well, that looks dangerous as hell. I don't even have a good word for it.
But like I said, you're currently about 80 feet down, which should realistically only take you about 10, 15 minutes to climb up that high. But this will only getting up there will only get you about a third of the way up the mountain. This mountain is several thousand feet tall.
Oh, wow.
It is one of the highest peaks in the entire world. Not quite Mount Everest style, but it's big.
Well, I vote the bird goes first, because they can actually fly.
Wow, Silas. Thank you for just, you know.
And to answer your question, Trey, I will allow you guys to like role play with each other so long as we don't like start screaming and talking over top of each other. But like during like watches and combat and stuff, only when addressed, okay? So you all are allowed to talk to each other. Sorry, we're gonna have to figure out a good way to get this set up for us.
Yeah.
Until I can program the talking stick.
I'm not Trey.
Or not, did I say Trey? I meant Carter, sorry. I'm having a day. I haven't had enough caffeine, guys.
Even when I type, you still mistake me for Trey.
I don't know why. I always, for some weird reason, I keep thinking that Trey's character is Carter, and that Hyanan is Anders' character. I'm having a day.
It's okay, old man.
Back in my day, we played D&D in person on a piece of paper towel we drew a crooked grid on.
Right.
But like I said,
Out of combat?
yeah, you guys are free to speak when out of combat, so long as you don't start screaming and talking over each other. Just be courteous. Now, like that said, you are about 80 feet away from the mouth of the cave, and it's easily within reach for Altair to climb up and tie off a rope that could get you up safely. Now, I will ask you this: are you guys just strolling right in? Are you going stealthily? How are you going to do this?
I'm
I
going
use
in
stealth?
stealthily.
Yeah. I think
Alrighty.
that's unanimous.
Well, I will allow you all to get up to the mouth of the cave after Altair ties off the rope. However, you all make it to the mouth of the cave. It is much larger than you said than you thought it was when you were down at the base of the cliff. As the mouth of the cave is easily 80 feet wide and nearly 60 to 70 feet tall. It is wide, and the mouth of the cave is filled with jagged icicles hanging down, almost looking like teeth.
Scary.
And you do hear the distinctive sound of snoring yetis echoing out from inside of the cave.
Everyone?
And to answer your question, Sam, yes. Now then, give me but a moment, my children. I will ask all of you to roll stealth and put it in the chat, okay?
Shit.
Let me just go ahead and a couple little bitty things. As it is very, very dark here. And I meant for that to be filled in. Alright, go ahead and place yourselves here in that starting white square. I believe I moved you guys over, didn't I? Yes.
I see no white. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and place yourselves on that white square. Oh, you're supposed to be on the background. My bad. Let me fix that real quick. It's time to play everyone's favorite game. Teddy doesn't know how to use the fucking draw tool. Okay, map and background, draw shape, draw square. Okay. Yes, go. There you go. Okay, fix it. Go ahead and place yourselves on that starting square. Everybody that is here currently.
Real quick, how do you do that again? I forgot how.
All right, the third tab will be your journal, and you just click and drag. You click your character's name and drag it onto the map. You might have to shuffle it around a little bit just to make it snap to the grid.
Does
I
can
got
it be
it.
set to auto?
Say what? What'd you say, Trey?
Can't it be set? What?
What'd you say?
Can't it be set to auto? Go to automatically shift to the nearest box. Like with mine, that's I set it to that.
It's supposed to be, but sometimes it just doesn't work as D&D Beyond. Okay. You guys enter the mouth of the cave, and very quickly you realize that the sun does not actually come at the proper angle to illuminate the cave from the mouth, as there's only a very narrow portion is lit up. Who has dark vision?
I can see in the darkness for 120 feet in color.
I have 60 feet.
Wait, how do you check that?
Oh,
It's one of your
Features and
yeah.
traits.
It's one of your racial traits.
Speaking
How many
of
of us
things like
Okay, I am so fucking confused. Carter, what the fuck is your stealth roll? You have like 3 different things in here.
It was 10.
Okay.
I 6 by +4 to stealth.
Okay. 10, 7, 22, 23, 18, and 15. Okay.
Speaking of the darkness, I would like to just pick up a rock and do a little biblical magic doohickey shit and make the rock glow.
You could just say you're casting light
I
on
can
it.
do that.
Where are you
It's
using the
one of
infusion?
Yeah.
I believe that takes an hour to do.
It does.
I don't think it does.
I think this is the first. This is the first
Yeah.
stuff.
It's first
Is it?
little thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
this
to
is
put
the
an
first-
infusion on something, it still takes an hour.
It's not an infusion.
Like,
infusion.
What I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the baby minor infusion things that you're able to do.
Whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch up to 2 non-magical objects, imbuing each of them with one of your artificer infusions, turning it into a magic item. It doesn't say anything about it taking an hour.
I must have been mistaken then. Okay. You are able to make a magically glowing rock.
Yay.
Wait, wouldn't that be magical tinkering?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I was
That is.
referring to.
Oh, because you said the thing for infuse item.
Yeah, my bad. It's
Doing magical tinkering.
regardless, you are able to make one. And you're able to illuminate much smaller area than you thought you should be able to. But you're able to see about 15 feet ahead of you. The cave is very dark, unnaturally so, and much colder than it is outside.
Well, this is frigid, and
Alright.
not how light works.
And while you guys are doing that, we are going to go and shift perspectives a little bit. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Delete. ¿Dónde está? Why the fuck are you? No. Undo. Oh, because I put you on the wrong layer. Hold on. Undo.
I am scared of what Eddie's doing.
Delete, damn it.
Oh.
Alright, let's try that again. And also, I just realized that I never actually made one of these for, for Cedar. So, one moment. Okie dokie. No, not Jay did, you stupid fucking thing. Alright, we're gonna put you in here. So, Cedar and Cinnamon. The two of you have had a rough night. You haven't met each other previously, but you are very quickly coming to the you have very quickly come to the consensus that this is a shitty situation you both found yourselves in. Having been on the mountains for your own purposes, you ran afoul of a pair of very hungry Yetis who have dragged you into a mockery of a kitchen, as the two of you are currently hanging suspended about 20 feet in the air from ramshackle cages made out of tree branches and bones. A smaller cage on the floor currently contains the very angry snow leopard Angel, Cedar, as you have been separated from them ever so slightly. And the room you are in is currently empty, save for the large, currently snuffed cooking fire in the middle of the room, as well as a frankly disturbing mishmash of bones and the remains of meat of some unidentifiable creature currently tied to the cooking spit over top of it. The only other thing of note in the room is the small Yeti tyke that is currently chirping happily as it sticks a finger into the cage with the Angel's in, where Angel repeatedly tries to bite the small child Yeti. The two of you have just regained consciousness maybe a couple of minutes ago, after getting knocked out by the Yetis and dragged back. It seems the Yetis much prefer their food fresh. So, what do the two of you do?
Cinnamon Shifty said, may I use charm person?
On who? Because the Yeti is not a person.
It's a monster.
Fuck.
Wait, what's going on? Wait, just go back.
We're doing your character introduction, damn it.
Shit! I just want to go get water.
You are currently in a cage. You are a cage made out of bone and twigs. You and Cinnamon are hanging opposite each other, about 20 feet off the ground, hanging from the ceiling. Your friend.
Unseen servant to unlock myself.
All right, hold that thought for just a second while I finish describing this. Angel is currently in a small pet carrier on the ground, and there is a Yeti type poking a finger into the cage and giggling as Angel repeatedly tries to bite him.
I got a quick thing. Is it like a massive cat carrier?
It's snow leopard size, yes.
Yes. That's funny. Anyways,
Also, let me go ahead and let me go back to the freaking background. Alright. Actually, this might keep right. This is the cooking spit. Don't judge my drawing skills. There's a very lopsided cooking fire, and there's a spit over top of it. The fire has long since gone out. The two of you are also very cold. And you said you wanted to use Unseen Servant, Cinnamon?
Cinnamon Shifty said, yeah.
Okay. So you aren't... There's not exactly a lock on these cages, as it looks more like the cages are, tied together. They're very primitive. And also, what are the casting components of Unseen Servant? Is there a material or somatic or verbal components? Because as you check your pockets, you do realize that you have been relieved of most of your equipment. As you see, as the two of you see that your weapons and your packs are currently in a haphazard pile on the ground, conveniently right between your two cages, but 60 feet down.
I need string and wood.
Right.
Yeah, and thematic and verbal as well.
They are not within sight, so no, you guys can't cast anything there either. I see whoever that is with your ruler. Hi, welcome to Tabletop Teddy's stream, where welcome to Tabletop Teddy's stream, where splitting the party is not optional. Alright, is there a good fucking reason that it just refuses to let me move my fucking screen? There we go, goddamn.
Can I just struggle out?
You are not bound inside of these cages, so yes, you may attempt to break free from the cage if you like. Go ahead and roll a strength check to try and break out of the cage. A 16. As I said, these are very primitive cages. They are not at all difficult to deal with. Give me just a second so I can make us a nice little token. Let's see, we'll make the baby blue.
Baby blue, that's its name.
However, yes, with your 16, you're able to strain against the frozen branches, rope, and bone that make up your cage. It takes you a few minutes, and it's not exactly stealthy, but with an audible crack, you are able to break one of the bars holding you in, just enough, and make a space just wide enough for you to escape. You are, however, still 20 feet off the ground. You can jump down, but you would take some fall damage.
Cinnamon Shifty said, I jump.
Alrighty. You jump and heave yourself to the floor. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me. If you pass, your fall damage is halved. If you fail, you still take full damage.
16.
Your damage is halved, which is lucky because I actually rolled almost maximum fall damage. You take 5 bludgeoning damage as you superhero land on the ground. Your knees buckle slightly from the shock, but you're not any worse for wear from the endeavor. What about you, Cedar? What are you doing? As you see your kidnapped companion having escaped. Are you going to try and escape too?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
I just got a spike of overwhelmness. Can we just skip my turn? And go to someone else? Cedar stays put and does not do anything.
Yeah, sure, for the time being. Cinnamon, as you land on the ground, the Yeti type does immediately bolt upright, shocked from the sound of the snapping branch and from the sound of you landing on the ground. Your equipment is immediately next to you on the ground. You are able to retrieve, and you will be able to retrieve it using your item interaction. Thankfully, the Yetis did not take your armor from you, so you are still defended.
Cinnamon Shifty said,
The Yeti tyke is still stunned for a moment from the shock of what's going on, and it doesn't seem to be reacting yet.
Have I already picked up my stuff?
You can pick up your stuff right now. It's like I said, it was just tossed on the ground, so it's not difficult to take it up. You just reach down and
pick
grab
up
it.
My stuff.
Alrighty, you reach down and grab your equipment. Thankfully, your weapons were already out, so you're able to grab your weapons and quickly toss them back into their scabbards on your belts. So that does take your item interaction. You do still have your action for this round.
I stab the Yeti with a short sword.
Alright, move yourself over to the small child.
Stab the small child.
One more. You're almost there. It looks up at you with pleading ice blue eyes. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Nine.
9 to hit?
Yeah.
A 9 does not hit. You have failed to strike the defenseless child. I don't know if I should be pleased or not.
It's an embarrassment for sure.
Or was it intentional?
However, you have failed to strike the small child, and I don't believe you have a second attack yet.
No.
Alrighty. So, the Yeti tyke is going to let out a distressed screech as it is going to... Yes, give me the token, you stupid thing. Why do you do this? Alright, you know what? Why won't it let me move this? Okay, fuck it. I need to actually get a real token for it. Hold on. Because it wants to be difficult. Man, I really wish I'd just make the tokens free. Because we gotta be difficult about this whole token thing. Why does it take you 12?
Oh, how's the weather?
Fine.
Pretty dark and dim, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I don't know why it's taking this so freaking long to load. Okay, there. It's actually loading now.
Huzzah.
Oh boy, music came back.
Yep.
Well. Screw it. It's getting a random fucking token because I can't be asked. That will be a Yeti tyke for the moment because it won't let me put the right tokens. The Yeti tyke, however, immediately flees down the nearby hallway, past your vision where you can see, and from its the nearby sounds and its screeching echoing throughout the cave, you realize that the other Yetis seem to have awoken. And we will shift back to our other half of our party. So, as you guys enter into the cave, you very quickly find two things. One, it seems you hear the sound of a very distressed small goat or small child. You're honestly not sure which. It sounds like a strange combination between the two. And you also hear the distant rumble of the adult Yeti's awakening. However, you're pretty sure it's not your fault, as you are decently stealthy at the moment. So, what do the five of you do?
Did anyone else hear that?
No, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I certainly did, and I'm kind of concerned.
Sounds like they got an animal or something at least.
Well, whatever, screaming in terror, it seems that those Yetis are occupied.
Wait,
Oh, that
Teddy.
one,
I'm pretty sure you guys are making this up.
Yes, who asked the question?
So, did we hear, as we're entering the cave, did we hear, Angel, did we hear Angel, like, nipping at the kid?
Not really, because that's a bit too quiet for you to hear all the way throughout the cave. Because mostly the only thing that Angel's done is hiss. But and none of you even know that Angel exists.
Well, no, because I was thinking, like, would we have heard the stuff of, like, Angel trying to bite the child?
Not really. Like I said, it was much too quiet for you to hear, but you definitely hear the roar of the awakening parents and the distressed screams of the Yeti tyke. So, what are the five of you doing?
I think I'll walk carefully into the cave.
Alrighty.
Just realized.
Yes.
What happened to Cinnamon?
You're right!
We lost? Did we lose?
Yes, we just, like, lost Cinnamon. We lost Cinnamon somewhere.
Like the last I
What
heard,
happened?
They finished. Last I heard from William was that they finished fixing the TV, but I haven't heard anything since.
The fuck's the TV?
So
Somewhere far off in the distance in the tavern, William sneezes. But you guys don't know that Cinnamon's here yet, so...
And also, what happened to Aaron?
Aaron was once again swallowed up by the snow.
That chunkin always gets lost.
Yeah. They'll appear sometime.
Aaron has just turned into fucking Zorro at this point. He just gets lost periodically.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, it'll be normal.
Yeah. Right. I think I'll accompany... Actually, which way are you moving?
You currently only see one way forward.
Oh, wait, what would the people with dark vision see?
Oh, yeah.
Do we see anything?
Yeah, so, who all has dark vision?
I have dark vision of 120 feet in color.
Samoa does for 60.
Okay. Those of you with dark vision, you're able to see a bit further. Oops. You're able to see a single dot that appears on a black background because I'm stupid and can't actually do anything right. But yes, you are able to see a bit further ahead from the rest of your party. You're able to see that shortly this hallway does open up into a somewhat larger chamber. Let's see, with 120 feet, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Or we use the ruler.
Screw you and your ruler!
So, 60 feet would be up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, that's...
Which way is like the whole thing.
120 would be a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Although you wouldn't be able to, like, see around the corners
Like-
very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really see around corners, but there are.
Oh,
You do see a large room further ahead. There doesn't seem to. This particular room, from there, you can't see a whole lot, but you do see that it does have a very high ceiling, and there does also seem to be barrels and crates thrown haphazardly around the room.
So could I move to here?
Yes, you all can. You all have already made your stealth rolls, and you are able to sneak further ahead.
Do I see anything different?
Alrighty. From there, you are. Is the rest of the party going with them?
Silas certainly is.
I'm going to be staying back because I don't want to get jumped by a Yeti.
All right. As you are staying back at the entrance, as you are staying back, you are immediately jumped by the third Yeti that was hanging out outside that you didn't notice.
No, I meant like staying, like going with, but like staying behind them.
So you're taking up. You're holding up the rear. Got it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. From where the party has moved to now, you can actually see a bit better, as you see a few things around the room. Actually, as previously said, you do see crates and various other bits of detritus scattered about the room. But stranger, hold on. So there are crates, barrels, various other things scattered about. There's a single smashed sled. Yes, a sled like the kind that would typically be pulled by dogs across the plains.
Oh, okay.
Dog sled.
Yeah.
But you notice something else. Right in the very center of this chamber. Oh, there's also a couple more over here. Sorry. Right in the center of this chamber, you do see something rather odd. As there's a faint glowing circle in the ground etched into the ice. It is very old. Most of the runes for this circle seem to have faded away with time, and the glowing is very faint. But scattered around the circle, you do see the shredded remains of clothing. Very clearly the set of one man, one woman, and the clothing of a small child.
Silas should probably inspect the rune, I think.
I know
What do you think?
Circle is.
All right.
Guys, I think I know what the circle is.
You want to share with the class then, Silas?
Here's my theory. That circle is what they used to pray to the spirit of sacrifice, and thus became Yetis. I'm pretty sure it's that. Just small child's clothing. We already saw the child Yeti, or well, kind of.
Hey, that's metagaming. You don't know there's a small child. You just think that there's a very distressed goat.
Like out of character. We know there is a small child, so.
Well, we also heard like a scream, so something.
Yeah. In character, Silas is definitely. He has the hunch. He has a hunch.
But yes, who said that they wanted to actually investigate the runes?
I do.
I suggested.
Wait, who?
You suggested. I want to do it.
Alright, congratulations. You both get to investigate now. Both of you roll investigation checks for me. Or, scratch that. Roll Arcana checks for me.
I was suggesting someone else did it, since I have terrible. I was out of character.
I got a +5 to my Arcana.
Okay.
I have -1.
I got 18.
Alright, we'll go with Samoa's 18 then. Samoa, with an 18. You recognize some of these runes. Kinda. You don't recognize their meaning, but you've seen them before. Specifically in the old ruins that rise up from the depths of the ocean. These are very old runes, dating back to either the Old Kingdom or maybe even further. It's old magic.
What is it, Samoa?
Yeah, you tell the party what you've discovered.
Neat. Do I see anything else as I approach closer to here, or is this all my vision at the moment?
Not particularly.
Okay.
You're able to get a better look at the clothes to the point where you're definitely able to tell that it was a man, a woman, and their child. But past that, not much else is of note. But you do notice that the clothes themselves, as you're closer and investigating, they're frozen into the ice. They have been left here for a long time, completely disregarded.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cinnamon. Did you want to say something about the book? Did you want to say something to the book? Well, too bad you're not here.
So I don't see anything closer to here, further down here at all, or
You don't see anything closer to what?
I don't see anything further down here at all, or
Oh, you mean like the map? Sorry.
yeah.
Okay. You are able to see that. Oops. See. Oh, I could do that. Oh, I didn't know that. But
Okay.
we're gonna stick to the squares for now because they're a little bit easier for me to actually keep things safe and normalize. But you do see that there does seem to be another room there, and that this hallway does actually seem to go much further.
Okay, would it extend for 120 feet, or
You realize this as well. You don't seem to have your full 120 feet of vision. It seems to be shorter.
I can see I can see in magical darkness if that's what you're referring to.
Oh, you can see a magical darkness?
Yeah, like it's devil.
Well, fuck then. All right. I guess you can see then.
Teddy's plans here.
Real quick, also, can we, like, move up so everything seems, like, natural with what we just did?
Yeah, you guys can move yourselves while you're role playing too.
Dear God.
That is a bit too far there. There you go.
Honestly.
That's a Mitch.
I will go ahead and tell you that from what you can tell, the roars of the distress or the roar of the newly awakened Yetis seems to be coming to from the room on the right side of the map.
We should get away from there.
What does that extend to? This hallway, or is that door ends?
What?
I was wondering if that hallway extended more, or if that was the end of it.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
I forgot that you can't see what I was pointing.
Hi.
How's the wind?
Okay.
It's very
Windy and cold.
Say hi to my partner, everybody. He needs attention.
Hello.
Hi. Hello there.
Hello. Hello. I don't know if you can hear us.
He can't hear you, but they all said hi. He's cute.
You guys are so gay. It's adorable.
Excuse me, we are the Supreme Gays. But yes, that hallway, it doesn't end, but it does turn, and you can't quite make out where it goes from there.
Okay. I'm going. Can I tell everyone what I saw through the darkness, and do I know that's magical, or?
Yes, you are. Well, you wouldn't know that it's magical, but since it doesn't seem that anyone else can see quite as far as you can infer it. You're not. I will say that that's a pretty easy thing to figure out. I will tell you this. The room to the right here does seem to be some sort of den or living area. The room to the left seems to be, you do see that there is actually a large pit in the middle of the room. Likely some sort of refuse pit.
Yeah, well, I think I should probably go ahead of you, since there seems to be something hindering your vision, but for some reason not mine.
Wait,
So,
nothing's hindering my vision. What?
None of you seem to be able to see quite as far as you feel like you should be able to.
Oh.
There does seem to be something magical blocking your vision.
So, where do you guys think we should go next?
I say we go north.
Alrighty, and as you all begin to go down that northern hallway, we will shift our perspectives once again back to Cinnamon and Cedar.
Hi.
Cedar,
Hi.
just hanging out.
Yeah, I have my. Wait. Shit.
As you has been made abundantly clear, your fellow captive seems to have awakened your very pissed off captors.
Am I able to yell at the other person that was captive to wait, what type of weapon does Cinnamon have?
Cinnamon has daggers. Right, Cinnamon?
Can Cinnamon
Yeah, Cinnamon has daggers and a short sword.
can they throw it like 60 feet upwards? Are they strong enough to do that?
Yeah, throwing range on a dagger is 60 feet, right?
That's what
Yes.
the disadvantage
Yes,
though.
it is. Yeah.
Okay then.
Are you trying to have them, like, cut you down? Or are you trying to, like, catch a dagger?
Catch.
You can certainly try, but it's going to be a bit harder than you think.
Well then.
And Cinnamon would have to roll disadvantage.
Cedar yells at the person that got
Captured.
You know the word I'm trying to say. Captured. To try to throw up their dagger to see if they can catch it.
Right.
Cinnamon Shifty said, "What if I miss?"
Oh well. Oh my fucking well. It's a mixture of both of us. If you miss the throw, that's your fault. If I miss the catch, then it's my fault.
Catch this with your face!
Wait, what?
Nothing. Catch it with your teeth.
Okay.
Alright, so are you going to throw one at him, Cinnamon?
I'll make this.
Okay,
Now I'm
I
here to
throw
bother
the
you, for
dagger
real.
at Cedar.
What?
What?
Oh, are we just door dashing, Hacienda?
Well, it's the only way to do it. So please make your selection.
Okay.
I will be out of camera view. I'm not naked though.
I know. You're wearing pants for once. Proud of you. Oh, hush. Okie dokie. One sec, guys. I gotta order dinner for us.
Have fun.
Break time! Whee! I need to use the restroom. See you guys.
Yeah, everyone go take a break if you need to.
Should I get more water?
Yes,
Probably.
Gosh, that's not a
I'll
cliffhanger.
get a little bit more water.
While we're doing that, Cinnamon, go ahead and roll if you're throwing that dagger.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
There we go. Macho Burrito.
I would do it party.
Yes.
What do I roll?
You're going to be making an attack roll with the dagger.
Oh.
At disadvantage because you're throwing it a very far away.
Hit for damage.
To hit. Let's hope that...
18.
And you rolled disadvantage? Yeah, you're still at disadvantage.
How do you do that?
You roll twice and you take the lower number.
Well, that's way.
21.
Alright. So,
18.
yeah, so 18. Cinnamon, you, this stranger has asked you for one of your daggers, and you You put it between your fingers and you nonchalantly just fling it directly to your newfound companion, and it embeds it. And the dagger embeds in a bone and wood beam like an inch away from their head that you have somehow managed to throw expertly to the point that you don't even like cut a single hair off their head. Cedar, you're kind of sitting there for a second, just like
to get that back.
Oh my god. I miss cinnamon.
You know, they could have gotten a free haircut, but I guess not. But
I don't know if you want a haircut with a dagger.
I swear.
Yes, you now have a dagger embedded next to your head that you are able to pull out of the wood.
Alright, so Cedar takes the dagger and okay, quick question. Are the cages hung up by a chain or a rope?
It's rope.
Okay. Is the rope visible right now?
Yes.
Close enough for okay.
Yes, if you stick your arm through the cage, you could cut the rope down if you wanted to.
Okay.
While my phone sitting here having a meltdown.
If I cut the rope and then the cage falls with me, do
It'll
I
hurt.
take more damage or less damage?
You take the same damage.
Okay, then I'm gonna cut the rope.
Alrighty, you cut the rope. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
How the fuck do I roll?
Alright, everything you roll is a d20, and you should have a box that says saving throws, and there should be one that says dex. That's the number you add to your d20. Top left of your character sheet, there should be a box that says saving throws.
Okay, there's a box.
What the fuck did I just go back to?
The shenanigans.
Hooray!
Top left, right?
Yeah, there is a box that says saving throws.
Okay, Amber.
Next.
So it's
Thank
this
you.
box right here.
Oh, on the character sheet. Oh,
Yeah.
I was looking on the wrong sheet. That's Pinterest shit.
What other sheet do you have?
Well, I had the game open. Well, the thing. Okay, saving throw.
Or if you're not using physical dice, you just click the box that says dex saving throw. It does the math for you if you do that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
A 10?
Well, 5 plus 5.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
That is not very good. So you failed the saving throw, so you do take the full damage. However, I did not roll great, so as you come hurtling down towards the ground in a cage of bone and wood, you crash to the ground very hard, and you take 6 bludgeoning damage. As you are able to pull yourself out from underneath the detritus of the cage, you go, "I'm okay."
That's amazing.
Ah, fuck it.
What?
That's
Wait, so
amazing.
that means I'm at 9 hit points right now.
Whoa, no, you should have more than 15.
What's happened so far?
Wait, I don't know where I'm properly looking.
Hit points.
Right.
Top right character sheet. Does it say
Do me a favor, share your character sheet on Discord.
Wait, who?
You share your screen on Discord so I can take a look at your sheet. Something's not right. You should have more than 15 HP.
I mean, he is level 3, but also a ranger, so...
Well, yeah, but Rangers still have like a D8 or D10.
I think it was just unlucky rolls.
Yikes. Those are some really unlucky rolls.
That's... No, there's no way. There's no way your HP can be that bad.
Yeah, because you get max for
Yeah, you got maximum on first level.
First one. So there's no way they have 15 HP. The minimum they should have is like I don't
be possible if they rolled minimum rolls the entire time.
Well, no, because
First plus the
no,
con.
there's no way, because the minimum that you could physically have would be 15. Because that would be your first level HP would be 11 for first level.
Is it hit dice 1d10 or 1d8?
1d10.
Oh, well, let's see. At level 2, it might be possible for 15, but I think
Actually,
it's
Can I
fairly
borrow
low.
your stylus
I may know. Amber,
What
the
stylus?
anvil.
from
Pick up the anvil.
Both of you to assume I still
Go
have the
to
stylus in it.
manage HP.
Manage
Good.
okay.
At the top.
It's at the top.
Top. Down.
Blue button.
Blue button.
Okay,
Go.
sorry. It takes a
Yeah,
second.
rolled HP is 12. There is no fucking way. Because what that's doing is that's meaning that you rolled 1 for both of your level ups. No way. No one's luck is that bad. So here's what you're gonna do. You're going to go ahead and roll 2d10 for me.
Bottom corner. Bottom left corner.
Bottom corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cinnamon Shifty said,
Third from the top.
God, it's nice to not be the only one who doesn't know how to play.
Yeah, so click that twice.
You're not the only one.
Alright, now click roll.
And then
Alright, so 13. So where that says 12, replace that with 23. Because you get the full 10 for your first level. Now click apply.
Alright, now click apply, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Now your HP's fixed. You're 16. That's much better.
yeah.
Does anyone else not have
back
their
arrow, just go back to
teleport?
the
Amber, you can click the page at the very. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
I got back somehow.
It's okay. Yeah, you're back.
Sorry about this.
So, all right, sorry about that, everybody. We had to fix that before we had before I fucking killed our brand new character from the word go. Okay, fixed.
Don't worry, you got a bad with you.
Yeah, I was sitting there going, unless
Dice.
yeah, because the only way that was possible is if you roll ones for both of your level ups, which quite frankly, no.
No one's luck is
No.
that bad.
Listen, I've had some really bad luck with HP rolls, not that bad.
Cinnamon,
I mean, I got decently low. I currently have
Question.
19 on the.
Yes?
Cinnamon question. I have a question for Cinnamon. Are you playing with loaded dice? How are you getting these rolls?
It happened.
Don't worry.
Going through each dice set. Every time we play, I'm on my purple dice set now, and frankly, I might choose this one.
Alrighty, well, let's
Cinnamon Shifty said, well, I have bad luck most of the time.
yeah, Cinnamons luck is either really bad or really good. There's no in between.
It's all or nothing for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, and with that crash, everyone else, you hear the sound. You hear the sound of a person yelling, and of a distinct sound of a crash, followed by the roars of more Yetis.
Oh god.
Cinnamon and Caesar, you from the room directly south of you, you hear the sound of roaring and of quickly approaching footsteps. What do the two of you, pardon me? What do the two of you do?
Am I able to free Angel?
Yes, I will say that you are able to free Angel as an action, as there is a makeshift latch on the cage that you just flick open. An Angel comes bursting out of the cage, very upset. You are also able to retrieve your weaponry.
Alright,
So that is your action for this turn. Cinnamon, you use your action to yeet the dagger. So, oh well, no, this will be a new round. Are you going to stay and fight, or are you booking it, children? This is your only chance.
say book it.
Cinnamon Shifty said, I run.
Alrighty.
Great idea.
And with that, the both of you are able to run, I assume, the opposite direction of the
I don't know
quickly
which way
approaching
we're supposed
Yetis.
to run.
Left.
I'd say follow
Which way
Cinnamon, yeah?
left?
Gosh.
follow Cinnamon.
Okay.
All right. Also, yeah, you should be able to move yourself.
So, did anybody else hear that?
All right, stop right there. No, Cinnamon, go back. No. One more. There you go. That's as far as you can get this turn. Alrighty. You all hear the sounds of crashing, and you hear a familiar voice say something about getting a dagger back, quickly followed by rapidly approaching footsteps from the direction that you are all heading. What do you do?
Prepare everyone.
Alright, let's get our weapons out.
Silas flips out his pistol.
I am gonna ready my scythe.
Who else recognizes that voice?
I don't know
I
who Cinnamon
reach
Sister
for
is
my
yet.
axe.
Wait,
I never met them.
do we need to like roll to see if we remember the voice?
No, you don't.
Well,
Awesome.
Aww.
that sounds like Cinnamon, honestly.
I don't
I-
know them.
Wait. Beyond pops up.
What?
Oh, right. The sketchy one. Where the fuck did they go?
I don't know.
That's what I've
Honestly,
been asking.
we lost track of them once we got to Freeport.
Come on, y'all focus.
Okay, I'm gonna run down.
Could I
Oop, wrong
move
thing.
here so that Altera could move through?
Wait, what?
Probably grab a
Why
pen
don't
and
be
write my lessons
volunteering
right
me?
on my hand. Be right back.
Because you're a fighter.
Oh my
Ugh.
God, please.
Why you no get deleted? I said delete. There we go. Fix
Go
it.
up to here. Can I see Cinnamon now?
Not immediately, but as Cinnamon's next turn comes around, you do see Cinnamon barrel around the corner. And you quickly realize, oh fuck, we forgot about them. We're going to...
Cinnamon, where have you been?
Cinnamon Shifty said, "Fuck you."
Fair enough.
You know what? That's valid. That's fair. That's fair.
Oh my god,
What?
Cinnamon's back.
God, that's amazing.
Were you the
I'm so
one that
glad.
was screaming?
No.
Who was it?
And that would be right about the point where Cedar would probably come barreling around the corner.
This guy.
What's going on, Samoa?
It was this guy.
There's people.
Hello?
Cinnamon's back.
You all go ahead and describe your appearance, Cedar.
Here, let me just pull up my, like the tab that I have like all the drawings on.
They look like this.
I also have it just to help me describe features. Description. They are a shit. Fuck. They are 4'7" they're a woodland elf. They got emerald green eyes. They have they got nut brown hair with a green streak. That I put too much detail there, I think. And a good amount of their clothing is made by leaves and or animal skin.
All right. You all have just a few preciously short moments in order to process the appearance of your newfound companion before. Well, if that would actually work.
Oh shit.
Is this one gonna work? More or less. As the sound of an enormous angry roars quickly fill the cavern behind you. You all do have preciously short time in order to make your way out, either out of the cave or to prepare yourselves for a fight. What do you want to do?
I'm
I say we
preparing.
fight it.
What do you? Okay, it's time, ladies and gentlemen, and those who put other whenever you have the option.
I feel called out.
Same.
I literally.
That's a good like 2/3 of you. Okay, shut up. All right, all right. All right, as I need everyone to roll initiative.
Actually, can I go somewhere first?
Oh,
There.
what?
Nope.
Initiative.
Okay. Initiative time. I'm just gonna put mine in chat.
Yep, put your initiatives in chat.
Wait, what was that again?
Initiative. It's,
Right smack dab in the middle of the top of your sheet.
Yeah.
What the? Oh my god.
It's right under the thing that says proficiency bonus.
What was that? What?
Okay, how do you spell that? That's where I'm struggling.
Initiative?
Amber.
You don't need to spell it. Just look in the middle of your sheet and tell me the number. Just.
I don't know.
It's the big one in the middle. It starts with an I.
Oh, that one. Okay, so I did guess correct.
Yeah, it's that one right there. It's that one right there.
Okie dokie.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
22.
Alright, this is also a bit loud. Let me fix that for a second.
Very low.
Why is it the one time I get a nat 20 this is happening?
And Samoa is gonna definitely be going for me.
Alrighty. Let's see. You have a.
What's your dex?
Okay.
Okay, mine's +3.
Yeah, mine's +0, so.
Alright, so Samoa goes first then between you two.
Then me. Mine is +2.
Well,
Uh,
what did you
22.
get? Oh, wow, nice.
I got a 20, so natural 20, and like I have a +2, so
Awesome.
Alrighty.
That's the highest out of everybody. Bird being vigilant. Hell yeah.
I know, right?
Alright, hold on just a second. Da-da-da-da-da. Cinnamon has a 17. Then. And then Cedar has a 13. And then Hyanan with a 9. Alrighty. Everyone pay attention. Whenever I say your name, it is your turn. And nobody speak unless it is your turn. Got it? Good. Alright. First up in the initiative with a 23, just beating out Altair, is Yeti number 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Barely making it to that corner. Don't move yourself. No. Stay where you are. It's not your turn. Bad. No. Wait till your turn, damn it. Alright, next up in the initiative is Altair. Altair, what are you doing?
I'm getting closer.
Alright, go ahead and move yourself then. Whenever there's now, since you guys are in tight quarters, you do it does count as difficult terrain when you squeeze past people.
Hold on. see how to do this again.
Quick question though about that.
Device, work with me here.
All right, what's your question?
Could you just could like the person you're trying to get past just like squat down or something?
No.
You go
It's difficult terrain because you had to squeeze around each other.
I hate that.
I've got a question. Can you push them?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Oh man.
It's 10 feet.
All right, no more questions until it's your guys' turns.
Okay.
Hold on. My laptop is doing shit with me right now.
You want me to just move you?
Okay. Wait. I got it.
Wait,
Okay.
you're on the ruler, not moving.
I know. I'm looking. Teddy.
We'll look faster.
Please don't rush me.
All right, you should have 20 more feet of or 10 more feet of movement.
Oh. Let's make sure I do that right.
You can use your action to dash to get another 30, but otherwise that is as far as you can go.
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next up in the initiative order is Carter.
Okay, that slowed my plan slightly. Let's see. I do have a question. First, would I have cast the sky self on me or not? It takes an.
Wait, would you have had what?
During the mountain climb, would I have taken the? Would I probably would have needed my hands free to climb. So would I have spent the time, time to cast sky self every hour or not?
To cast what on
I
yourself?
don't think I would.
Yeah, to cast what on yourself?
The sky self. I was wondering if on the way up here I would.
I'm going to go out and say, why would you have bothered?
Yeah, that was what I was
So
thinking.
no, you are not disguised.
So yeah, that was sentiment and theater. I'll see that one. Okay, so let's see what's the distance here. Okay, that would be 20, 25.
And Cedar, you took 6 damage falling from the cage, so you should have 17 total right now.
Alright, thank you.
Don't touch me. Oh no.
Okay, this would be 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Here?
Or no, because you had to go through. No, you can. Yeah, you can bounce around that because diagonal. So yeah, that would be 30 feet, getting just past Samoa.
Okay. I think I'm gonna move there then. Even though I can reach from 10 feet, I think I don't want to attack from here since I don't think I could. I meant there. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
So, what I let's see here. Oh, don't. Okay, load, please. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Do I see any enemies getting closer or no?
You hear them, but you can't see them from where you are.
Okay.
The only people that can see them right now are actually Cinnamon and Cedar. Cedar, that thing is breathing down your neck.
That's creepy.
Let's see here. Let's see. Would I be able to see right here, or would that be out of sight?
No, that's around a corner and out of sight.
Okay. I was wondering if I could miss stuff, but okay, that's. I'm reading Team Last Minor armor.
Alright, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast armor when I get this on myself.
Okie dokie. You cast Armor of Axis on yourself. You are now covered in a icy sheen of ice armor.
Yeah, it gives me plus 10 temporary hit points, and anyone who attacks me whilst I have those hit points takes 10 damage. Full damage, specifically.
Okie dokie. That is your turn. Next up is Samoa.
Actually, I'm going to stick back a little bit just
Okie dokie.
I don't want to deal with that.
You,
That's what
Rick.
I'm gonna do.
Alrighty, you hang back and prepare yourself for the inevitable shit show. Next up is Silas.
I'm gonna honestly, like, I've been thinking about it, and I still don't know. I'm probably going to just like move over to like over here because it seems my guess is that this corridor kind of leads to this.
Indeed it do. However, Silas, as you walk into that room, you see something. Yay!
Oh,
Seeing
no.
things.
Oh dear.
As Teddy sits here trying to draw shapes.
Damn. Oh.
Alright, as amongst the matted piles of half-frozen straw, animal pelts, and what you assume at one point may have actually been bones, and you don't want to think too hard about it, you see the figure of a infantile yeti.
Oh, you. Oh my gosh.
I mean, where did you think it ran to?
True. I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Alright, you cast Firebolt.
Like, he just, like, gets startled by this fucking furry child thing.
Wow, as we have our first child murder of the game. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Alright. That is a 16.
16 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. That is going to be 4 damage.
As the small child has been set on fire. It is still alive.
It's just now on fire.
It's on fire and bleeding profusely.
Good. Alright. That's all I've got, really.
Alrighty. Next up is Synonym.
Cinnamon Shifty said, "Can I hide?"
No, it is looking directly at you. You can't hide while it's looking at you. Also, you're in a featureless, icy corridor. There's not exactly a place to hide. Does the child know how to stop, drop, and roll? Of course not. It's a child.
Okay, can I move behind the corner?
Yes. Alright, that is 10 feet of movement.
I guess I'm a sacrifice.
You see a dead child.
Congratulations! The first sacrifice in the Song of Sacrificiae.
I am too giddy for this.
A little bit, considering that you just firebolted a child.
I do not regret my actions whatsoever.
No regrets.
None.
Okie dokie. Anything else, Cinnamon? Alright, Cinnamon, quit doing memes in the chat. It's still your turn.
Cinnamon Shifty said, "I used viscous mockery on the Yeti."
Alright, what does viscous mockery do? I know what vicious mockery does. It's mockery, but it's sticky, which means it's infinitely worse.
Vicious mockery.
Alrighty, so that is a wisdom save. Or is it a charisma save? Nah, either way, he fucking fails with a 2. Go ahead and roll your damage.
3.
3 damage?
3 damage.
Alrighty.
It's really getting messed up for real.
Go back to North Wales.
Well, that's not something you're allowed to say.
Wait, is that supposed to be an insult?
Yes.
I think so.
That's what vicious mockery is. You insult somebody so hard that it actually pains them.
Yep.
Alrighty, that is Cinnamon's turn. Next up is Yeti Numero Dos, who is going to hear its fire bolted child. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm going to die.
And it is definitely going to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You are lucky, however, that it does not, that it uses action to dash. However, it sticks itself right between you and its currently burning child.
Trey said, "You're going to
Literally
Brazil."
cackling. Oh my god. You are going to Brazil. Indeed.
You are going to die. Next up is
Joy
Cedar.
Yellow Flushed Tired said, "Oh
Okay,
shit."
Cedar and Angel straight up just run down the hallway. They are just scared of the fucking Yet.
Alrighty, you have 30 feet of movement, right?
Movement. Shit, I gotta read.
Okay, we all do have
All
to
right.
read sometimes.
Alright, I will ask you this. Are you using your action to dash faster to get further, or are you going to use all of your movement to run but also attack? Because you are a ranged character. You can attack.
Actually, true. Can I move to like 2 squares down and then use my longbow and shoot the Yeti?
Yes.
Alright,
Alright, go ahead and roll 2 hits. Roll a d20 and add your 2-hit modifier for your weapons. Or just click the box that says to hit. There should be like a plus something in it.
Alright, so with the longbow,
Mm-hmm.
17.
Alrighty. Well, that's the Yeti type. What's the actual Yeti's AC? 17 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Damage.
It is
Right
a...
next to it?
Yeah, it's the box right next to it.
An 8.
8 damage. Okie dokie. As your arrow has immediately pierces the flank of the Yeti, it clutches its shoulder and lets out a yowl of pain as it continues its rampage down the hallway towards you. You do still have more movement left. Do you want to use it?
Yes, I run to the other side of the hallway.
Alright, the farthest you can get is to here.
Alright, then I'm good with that.
Alrighty. Next up is Hyanan.
Cinnamon Shifty said, "Shit."
Hi.
Yeah, what is...
Okay, so, I'm going to, so I could go to everyone. I'm going to go help Bran.
Yoki, you have 30 feet of movement. Go ahead and move yourself over there. You have just enough movement to get to any of those 3 spaces behind Silas.
So here?
That's 4.
No, you could get here, here, or here.
I'm gonna go there.
Alrighty. You see a big burly ass Yeti. It is very displeased, and you also see a slightly smoldering small child. It's a furry, slightly smoldering small child, but it's still a slightly smoldering small child, not regardless.
Nonetheless. Yeah. I like setting things on fire, if you can't tell.
It's a child, Ren!
I know!
Okay.
Enjoyment in it.
So what are you doing, Conan?
I am going to attack the bear.
Alright, with
bear,
what? The Yeti.
What, hit with my longbow.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
As it is definitely large enough that you don't have that you can shoot around Silas.
Okay. And so I just add my hit DC.
No,
Or
it is it's a roll of d20 plus where it says to hit for the weapon.
okay. Let me just do that. So hit and then the weapon.
Yeah, in the underneath your HP and all that, there should be a box that has all of your attacks in it. Or wait, no, that's not how it is in. Yeah. So there's a box that has a plus number in it that says to hit. Roll d20 plus that number.
My answer is 18.
An 18 hits, go ahead and roll for damage. That'd be the box next to where it has the plus to hit.
Okay. So I roll again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, you roll whatever
D12.
it says in, yeah, the d12 or whatever it says it, or it's not a d12. It's whatever's in that box.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
So I keep my current thing of 11, and I just add my damage, right?
Okay. What does it say in the box where it says damage?
1d8 plus 3.
Right, so you just roll a d8 and then add the 3.
Okay.
Or just click the box and it'll do all the math and rolling for you, whichever you prefer.
8 is my answer.
8 damage, alrighty. Alright, the Yeti number 2 has been damaged. Alright, that is your turn. Back to the top of the round with Yeti numero uno. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're in danger! Cinnamon, as the Yeti barrels down onto you, it is going to make its first attack with its chilling gaze. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Cinnamon Shifty said 10.
Oh. Thanks for coming back to Cinnamon. We really missed you. Go ahead and start pulling out that new character sheet. So, let's see. You take 11 cold damage, and you are paralyzed for a minute. You can make another saving throw at the end of each of your turns, but until you pass, you are paralyzed and cannot move.
Okay.
And here's the bad thing about being paralyzed: any attack that hits you, or any attack against you, is an automatic crit. So since the Yeti has a second attack with its claw, that is a crit. Yes.
Please, don't do it.
Why did you guys choose to fight these things in the fucking hallway? Is my question.
Because that's
Do you see how much space is in
at
that
least
little
I'm in an
area you gave us?
Yes. Do you see how much space is in the hallway? Much less. Okay, well, I lucked out because I didn't roll really great on that, but that is plus 4. That is 11 slashing damage and 6 cold damage. That's
Cinnamon Shifty said, "Wait, am I supposed to say that I died, or is that what paralysis is?"
If your HP is 0 now, you are unconscious. You're not dead, but you are unconscious.
Okay.
So, that's the Yeti's turn. As a Cinnamon is unconscious. Next up is Altair.
I suddenly feel the weight of the world on my shoulders. I can't fuck this up now. Oh god.
You can occupy the same space as an unconscious team member.
Well, fuck.
Just so that you can hear it. You can. Okay.
Alright, spells. Don't fail me now.
I cast Meteor Storm! For anyone wondering.
Chill touch.
You doing what?
Can I cast chill touch?
Okay. I'm going to be nice to everyone in this party. To the two of you that have already done ice spells. These are Yetis.
Doesn't that spell do necrotic
There's a
damage?
reason why I chose Firebolt
Yeah,
against the child.
They're Yetis. Wouldn't they have
Uh-oh.
resistance
Did,
to
can anyone still hear me?
cold?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yeah, there was just some weird audio glitch. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'll be nice.
Okay.
Ice is not going to do anything. Because because Chill Touch is still ice. It is not necrotic, right?
I'm pretty sure it's necrotic.
Oh yeah, it is. It's necromancy catnip. Says it.
What?
Okay, it is. The damage it does is what I'm concerned about. I don't care what school it is.
Damage? Let me see.
Yeah, okay, it's necrotic damage. So yes, it does. You can still hurt it with Chill Touch. But I know there's a couple of you that have ice spells. Think accordingly.
Okay.
I mostly did it for the 10 hit points.
Alright, so in order to get to it though, or in order to do the... Wait, Chill Touch is a range spell? I could have sworn that it was a touch spell.
No,
I didn't review my spells.
that's like 120 feet.
Yeah. You do still have to be able to see it, which means you'll have to at least scoot forward and occupy the same space as, who is that? Is that, Cedar? Yeah, you'll at least have to occupy the same space as Cedar for a minute so that you can at least see around that corner to use it.
Okay.
But yeah, so Chill Touch, it is a attack roll, so you do need to roll to hit.
Okay. God, please work. God, please work. Oh. Oh.
How much?
12. Hello. 12.
One sec. I don't think a 12 hits.
Fucking damn it. I tried.
Well, if my app that I have all of my stuff in would just not shit the bed. There it goes. Oh, wait, no, yeah, 12 does hit. A 12 is just enough to hit.
Nice.
Oh my god, yay. Alright. Let me do damage, I beg. Okay. 5.
5 damage. Okie dokie. It is still standing. It is just very pissed off now.
God help. Santa, wherever you are, send help.
You can pray to Santa all you want. It's not going to help.
Rip.
Alrighty. Next up in the initiative is Carter.
So I was going to ask something before, but it doesn't really come into play now. But since with my rapier I can attack 10 feet in front of me, would I be able to attack through people, or would I attack them instead? It doesn't come into play right now, but
I would say that you can't attack like through people.
okay. Can I roll with disadvantage to attack instead in the future, or?
I'm going to say no because there's somebody in your way. You'd have to have empty space between you.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Wrathful Smite. It's a bonus action.
Alrighty, and then you need to roll to hit.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
Give him a little schmack.
Okay. Oh, dang! I tried to cast something, but oh well, that still hits. So with the rapier, the options. What's this with the rapier? Inside. So that would be 23 to hit.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so that is going to be
And that wasn't a nat 20, right?
no 17.
Okay, that's what I thought. So, yep, go ahead and roll all that damage. Because you get both the weapon and the smite damage.
Yep, that's gonna be 4 for the weapon. Then the smite. What's it spell? The smite. They have to do a Okay, there's one additional 1d6. Hold that. That's 1d6 damage. Additionally, the target takes a wisdom. Must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, roll that d6 for me.
I did. That is 5 damage.
Alright, so that's 9 damage total.
No, 5 damage in total.
You got a 1 on the d6?
Yeah, and a 1 on the d10.
Okay, so the total damage for this attack has been 6.
No, it's 5.
Okay. 5 damage, got it.
But I have to make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw.
Alright, it fails.
So it's frightened from me, and I believe every turn I can make a wisdom saving throw again. If as an action, the creature can make a wisdom saving throw against your spell to save DC to resolve and the steal to resolve and end a spell.
Alrighty. Duly noted. Next up is Samoa.
Oh, okay. I can't really go anywhere, huh?
No, but you can still occupy the same spot as Cinnamon for free, since Cinnamon is unconscious.
But I can't.
That would stop me from
sneak
attacking.
attack. So, hold up. Okay. I'll go down to here to start helping those two.
Okie dokie.
And my turn.
Do you want to dash to get in the fight with the other Yeti, or no?
Sure. I'll dash. By 30. I'm right behind you.
Yep. Okie dokie. Silas, you suddenly feel much more backed up than you were previously when you first entered the room.
Thank God.
Which, conveniently, Silas, it is your turn.
Right. Big Yeti. Right there. Okay. Firebolt seems, since it is fire against Yetis, it seems logically in my brain to be the best bet. I'm gonna cast Firebolt again.
Alrighty.
That is going to be a 18.
18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Shooby-doopy-doo. 6.
6 damage. Alrighty. And as it is on fire, due to its fear of fire, it now has disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks until the end of its next turn.
Hell yeah.
Alright, anything else, Silas?
I am going to... Let's see. Oh wait, no, that's just an action. Never mind. I was gonna put down the cannon, but nah.
Alrighty. Then next up is Cinnamon. Cinnamon, make a death saving throw. Which is just a flat d20. Nothing added. Cinnamon, you there?
Cinnamon Shifty said, wait, hold on.
Hold on for what? You just gotta roll one die.
Question, can we get some elevator music here?
No. You will have your dramatic ass battle music and you will love it. 17, okay, that is one passed. You are still dying, but you know. Alrighty, so that is Alrighty, so that and next up is Yeti Numero Dos, who just got set on fire by Silas. So Silas, it is going to make its first attack against you with its chilling gaze. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Whee! That. Oh, nice! A nat 20!
Alrighty. Its chilling gaze has no effect on you. You do not take neither the cold damage nor the paralysis.
Hell yeah. Suck on that, bitch. I set you on fire. You can't scare me.
Alright, it's going to make its claw attack against you.
Ouch.
At disadvantage because Owl fire bad, and does a 13 hit.
Barely, damn it. It's 1 over.
Oh, wait, I'm totally wrong. I thought that was a 14. That's a 4.
Oh, no, that does not hit.
Yeah, I don't think a 10 hits, so it misses entirely.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Okie dokie, that is the Yeti's turn. Next up is Cedar.
Alright, I got an idea.
Uh-huh.
Am I able to get Angel to go pick up Cinnamon and bring Cinnamon to safety?
I don't think that Angel is capable of lifting an entire armed person.
They can try.
Would it act as the grapple thing? The grapple action?
No, it would be the drag action, which is based off of their strength score, so I'm going to say probably not.
I'm pretty sure that grapple would just be a strength check, and then you can carry them, but you move half speed.
Yeah, you could pick them up from where you're at, because you're within melee range of them. So you could pick up Cinnamon and drag them, but it would take half of your movement speed. And you wouldn't be able to make any attacks.
Okay.
You are also a ranger and do have healing spells.
I know that. I know that. Like, I know I have.
Thank the
Some
lords we have healing spells.
Okay. I still. But am I able to use this turn to at least move Cinnamon out of the way so that we stop stepping on their corpse?
I mean, if you want to, you can. Like I said, you can use your action and have it to drag Cinnamon up to half of your movement speed. So you could drag them 3 squares.
Alright, so wait, how many squares?
3.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. So just back 1 square for me? Or...
Yeah, but you would be behind them, so you'd be moving yourself 3 squares, and it would be. So. Yeah, and you could go 1 more.
Alright. So, the way I'm thinking is that Cedar picks up 1/2 of Cinnamon and Angel bites the toes and helps drag.
Okie dokie. You drag Cinnamon out of the danger. Cinnamon, you are no longer in danger of being stepped on by the Yeti, which would probably not feel very good. Alright, that is Cedar's turn. Next up is Hyanin, down here.
Hello. So I'm going to attack the Yeti again.
Alrighty. What are you attacking him with? Bow?
My long bow.
Alrighty, roll to hit.
Okay, so D20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just double check.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. Wait. I don't think I did that right on the first one. I don't think it's
Damage.
Should be the D8 plus 3.
Yeah.
okay. 22.
How much?
22.
No. A
Wait,
D8.
for that?
A D.
Yeah.
D8. Oh, I see where I did wrong now. Yeah, I did it. The D8. Yeah. 9.
9 damage. Okie dokie. Where the fuck did my pencil go? There you are. Alrighty. Yeti number 2 is now bloodied. It is heavily wounded and is not doing great.
Yay.
Alright, back to the top of the round with Yeti numero uno. It's going to move towards Carter.
It doesn't have to make it. It's still frightened of me.
Oh, you're right. It is frightened of you, so it actually can't get closer. Thank you for reminding me.
I can use its action to resist it. To try to.
2, 3. It is not. It is actually going to attempt to run away.
I would get an opportunity attack since they left my range. So.
Yes, because you do have 10 foot of melee range. You can actually. You do get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So. Dang it. Well, that's not very high. So. Let's look at hits. Let's see here. That is 9.
9 to hit.
Yeah.
9 does not hit. Alrighty. And you said it can use its action to. Does it get to make the save again?
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, with a nat 1, it does not pass. It is still pissing itself. Alrighty. Well, you have turned the tables on that one. Next up is Altair. Altair. The big lummox has fucked off and is now quietly sobbing in Yeti ease down the hallway.
I'm not gonna pursue something that's down.
You're not going to what?
I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna risk it.
Oh, hey, by the way, everybody that is still also in the Twitch chat, we have our emote finally. We have the Nat 20 emote.
Oh yeah!
Like Cinnamon said, I'm like the only fighter here.
Yeah, so what are you doing, Altair?
I ain't going after that Yeti.
Alright, are you just going to hold your position?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Back he comes back. But if it doesn't, I'm not going after it.
Alright, you hold your position. Next up is Carter.
Okay. So I am going to run after it.
Alrighty. Go ahead and run.
With that, where would I go? Let's see.
Yeah, the farthest you could get. Just remember, you can't take diagonals around corners. So you could theoretically get there. But I assume that you're going to go there since you have the 10 feet of reach.
Yeah. So I am going to use my bonus action to but to use Hexblade's Curse on it. As a bonus action, I can choose one creature I can see within 30 feet to curse it for 1 minute. Against the cursed target, you gain +2 bonus to damage rolls, and I score a critical hit on 19 or 20s. I also gain 6 HP if it dies.
Alrighty, it is cursed. Go ahead, and I assume you're using your action to attack?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
I got a nat 1, so 6.
Alright, nat ones, regardless of your modifiers, do automatically fail, so you do not hit it. But it is cursed, and it is still appeared. Alrighty, next up is Samoa.
Oh, alright. So, I am going to run up to this Yeti with sneak attack because it is within 5 feet of someone else.
Mm-hmm. Which means that you also attack with advantage.
So, I'm going... Yeah, I'm just going to attack with my scimitar, so...
Alrighty, roll to hit.
15. Oh, wait, that's without advantage. Oh, 21.
Nice, 21 hits.
And what's 9 plus sneak attack is 2d6. 17 damage.
17 damage, okay.
And then, wait, I have more.
Uh-oh.
So, I'm going to bonus action 2-weapon fighting and attack again with my other scimitar.
Alright, roll to hit. It is not an advantage, though.
Yeah, it's 13 to hit.
13.
Not 13, not 13, 15.
Alright, 15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Is it physically possible for you to do less than 4 damage?
No.
Alrighty. As Yeti numero dos dies.
Can I slice its head off?
Absolutely. You slice its head off in front of its burnt child.
Oh, and then also...
Its head lands directly directly in front of its baby. Its eyes looking at its child as it dies.
Is the child alive?
You're a monster.
Yes.
Buddy.
The child takes 8d6 trauma damage.
Wait, no. I have something for this. I'm going to use wails from the grave on it.
Can you do that on something you? I thought you had to attack. I thought that had to be on the creature that you attacked.
No, so...
Yeah, read it out to me.
When you do your sneak attack, roll half the number of sneak attack dice, and it's to a second creature that you can see within 30 feet of the first creature that you sneak attack.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll that
6
dice.
necrotic. It is 3 necrotic damage.
As the poor little traumatized child that could dies. You are all fucking monsters.
We are monsters.
I
mean,
We are fucking evil.
Not really.
Actually, as this
Muy poco.
happens, you see Samoa. His like eyes go from like a neon orange into like a void like black. And it's
Spooky.
That can only be good things.
That
and
could
then-
only be great.
And then after like a minute or so, it's just or after a few seconds, it just goes back.
There's an audible as it goes back to normal.
Yep.
Anyway, next up is Silas.
How in the fuck? How in
Yes.
the fuck did you die? Okay then. Alright, Silas is going to let's see, I can't really measure it right now. Fuck. I don't know how much. That's definitely not like brain. Jeez. I'm going to go down this hallway, so I don't know.
Just count the spaces.
can go up to like here, I think.
Oh, for the Lord of God, for the love of God, diagonals, people. You can move diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diagonals exist. Okie dokie.
I can't very well see it.
Are you dashing?
That's all. No, that's all. Actually, I will dash.
All right, you have 6 more spaces.
So like up here, right?
Yeah, that looks about right.
Great.
Alrighty, and next up is synonym. Instead of dying, roll another death saving throw.
Cinnamon Shifty said, 16.
Alright, that is 2 successes. 1 more success and you are stabilized. 3 more failures and you die. Fun! Next up is Yeti number 2. It is going to use its Attract Flies move.
I thought that one died.
That's the point.
Oh.
And next up is Cedar.
Is Cedar... Well, am I able to use Cure Wounds on Cinnamon?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll use Cure Wounds, and I'm guessing I click the box.
Yes. You click a box to cast it, and also you need to roll the D8 plus your Wisdom modifier for the amount of healing.
For me, and it's a 7.
Alright, synonym. You are healed for 7 damage, and you regain consciousness.
Yay, teamwork!
Teamwork makes the dream work.
How many people
favorite
know Cure
intimidating bard is
Wounds?
still alive. Let's go.
How many of us know Cure Wounds, though?
Yes.
Cinnamon Shifty said, I know Cure Wounds.
I'm quite
I
sure
too
just
know
Cinnamon and...
Ranger,
Sorry.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon just got at the very unlucky business end of that chilling gaze.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Wait, I got a quick thing. Am I able to give Cinnamon their dagger back now?
Yeah, as an item interaction, you just like put it back in their belts as you're still holding Cinnamon. Alrighty, and next up is Yanan.
Hi. So, I'm going to go towards Cinnamon, and I close as I can to Cinnamon and Amber.
Alrighty.
How many spaces can I move?
6.
6.
And you can take diagonals.
Okay. So like I could go like to here.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 4 spaces.
Okay. So I can go here.
Yes.
Okay. That's all.
We need to make a freaking token for Yanan already.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And actually, Sam, if you go to like your listing in the journal for Cedar, you can make a token of whatever you want for what they appear as on the board. If you could just like make a zoomed in picture of Cedar's face for it or something. But we can worry about that later. We're almost... Yeah, it's the 3rd tab, and you should have like one for your character that you can open up. Okie dokie. However, for right now, it is going to be Yeti numero uno's turn. Who is in a bit of a spot of bother.
Who's still frightened?
It is going to roll, and it gets a nat 20 on its save. It is no longer frightened.
Okay.
But you should be. However, since it uses action, it cannot attack you this turn.
Well, shit.
Okay.
Alrighty, and that is going to be its turn. Next up is Altair.
Okay. flipping a coin just to see which one goes. Go after the Yeti. Yeah, fuck. I'm just gonna go see what Cinnamon's condition is.
Okie dokie. Then next up is Carter.
Unfortunately, I don't know if I'll be able to kill it in one attack, but that's fine. Only one more attack, I mean. So I'm going to see. I'm going to attack.
Alrighty, roll to hit.
So that's a crit. I rolled 19, and that.
And because of Hexblade's Curse, yep, that is a critical hit. So what you do is you roll like normal, and then you add the maximum you could have rolled for a second one. So you're what? How much damage does your weapon do?
Damage at maximum.
It is what?
15 damage at maximum.
All right.
Damage at maximum.
All right. Now roll one more die on top of that.
Where's my D10? There it is. And that is going to be. I think that's. So that would be. Oh yeah, 14 extra damage to that crit. So that would be 29, I think.
No, you just add you don't add modifiers the second time, you only add the extra die you rolled. So what'd you roll on the die?
That would be 21.
Okay, so you rolled a 6 on the die?
No, I rolled 9.
Okay, so you said 15 was the maximum you could have rolled?
No, 15 was the maximum I could have rolled.
Alright, so you did 24 damage then.
It does say I get a plus 2 to yeah, no, right, so what?
Okay. So, the normal attack, the maximum you could have possibly done, the max you could have rolled is you could have rolled for 10 damage on the die plus 5 for all of your modifiers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you rolled a 9. So that means that you do 24 damage.
Okay.
Snazzy.
Alright, it is still standing, but barely.
So I wouldn't add any modifiers to the second roll?
You don't get a second roll.
No, I mean to the on the crit.
Yeah, no, your modifiers only get added once.
Okay. See here. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it then. Yep. That's what I'm gonna do.
Alrighty, next up is Samoa. You should just pour in the right now.
Okay. I'm going to just go up to where Silas is and use my dash.
You fuse with Silas's. It looks like that is exactly as far as you could get. Is literally inside of him.
Oh, that's. Bleh.
I'll just move right there.
Silas, Samoa is now inside of you.
Oh, no. We're not taking that out of context.
Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. What I meant to say was Silas. It is your turn now.
Ew.
Get away from me.
Ugh, gross. Right. So, since Firebolt has been very useful so far, I'm just gonna
Roll the hit.
into the entrance, and that's gonna be a 19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
8.
Alrighty. And with one final yeet of your mighty firebolts, the second Yeti at long last perishes. Hold on.
Yay.
Finger gun.
Gun finger.
Wait, hold on.
You just had to do the Wilhelm scream.
No, yes. Alrighty,
Right.
and the cavern goes quiet. Before you all get a chance to really collect yourselves, though, Beyond pops out of your bag, Silas, and goes, Silas, would you do me a favor and take me back to those runes?
Yes, of course.
Also, I'm gonna go with just because I want to shed or like skin the yetis.
Yeah, that's fine. Over,
That one yeti. That
all of give me a moment. All of you notice as Beyond says this that Beyond is acting a little odd. And Silas, as you stand in the middle of the room, right where those runes were, they're glowing brighter now. Now that the Yeti family has been slain.
What?
No question, Cedar. Beyond flaps his binding and flies from your pack, Silas, and lands in the middle of the runes. They begin to glow. Actually, they begin to pulsate slowly but brightly. Beyond doesn't respond to you as Beyond falls back onto the ground and opens. The runes begin to float. The runes actually float from the ice, melting the spots where they had been embedded in it. They begin to hover around Beyond, slowly circling, almost like a halo of runes, as Beyond's pages begin to turn rapidly. Before the runes land on a page, before Beyond lands on a page that is completely blackened with scrawlings and scribbles layered over one another 1,000 times over. And you actually see that the words on this page that are overlapped and scrawled are squirming, alive, and moving.
This is extremely unsettling.
Before you have a chance to ask anything else, the words on Beyond's pages abruptly lash out from the page like blackened tendrils of ancient runes, and they wrap themselves around the glowing blue runes floating above them. Before they are immediately dragged down into the pages beyond themselves, with a audible screech. And the sound of crunching as they are dragged into the page and Beyond slams shut. The runes are gone. Consumed.
What?
Hey, Buck, what the heck was that?
What the fuck?
Well, I couldn't rightly leave something that dangerous just laying around, now could I?
Beyond.
You're acting like that's normal. What did you just do?
Words. Just stole. What?
I have a question.
Yes.
Why the fuck is there a flying book? And who the hell are you guys?
Oh my.
Ah, yes, introductions. My name is Beyond, the biographical anthology. I am a first-hand account of all of history's greatest adventures. Mages, scholars, and the likes all have put their words into me.
Okay.
However, as Beyond says this, I'm going to let those of you that have been with Beyond since the beginning, go ahead and roll insight.
I don't trust it.
I am so very concerned about
Oh
this
my gosh,
man.
I'm
I have
rolling too.
expertise in insight.
That was
20!
easy.
Fuck yeah!
I got a 17.
Alright.
Yeah, I got 17 as well.
Cinnamon Shifty said, 15.
Cinnamon, you believe beyond wholeheartedly. The rest of you, beyond is the rest of you, beyond is lying.
Wait, I forgot to roll.
You don't get to roll. You don't know beyond.
You're not
Okay,
rolling. You don't know him.
Okay,
Oh
then.
yeah, that funny moment.
Yes, especially you, Silas, with your nat 20 plus whatever the fuck your modifier is.
Take into consideration that I hate books.
You hate that he's being honest, but no. Especially you, Silas. Beyond is lying, and it is.
Yeah, like I spend so much time around Beyond.
Yeah.
Practically know the guy.
Yeah. You don't doubt that Beyond is truthful about what he contains. First-hand accounts of all of history's greatest adventurers, scholars, mages, what have you. But there's something that Beyond is not telling you. Something abundantly clear with his consumption of the runes.
Beyond?
Yes, my friend?
We'll talk about this later.
I beg your pardon, but what is there to speak about?
Hey book, how are you doing, friend?
Oh, yes, Cinnamon, it's so good to see you. We were worried about you. You simply vanished from the boat.
Insight check.
Beyond.
On Cinnamon or Beyond?
No, I'm beyond saying.
I'm fine, don't
like,
worry, pal.
It's nice to see you again. I'm just curious if he's lying about that.
Go ahead and roll insight.
That's 12.
He sounds genuine.
Beyond. You just ate runes.
Does that surprise you? I am magical.
A little bit, yes.
Oh, my friend, I believe you are mistaken. No, not a little bit.
He is a talking book that is also strange. Hear him out. Trey said, like Mongus.
Beyond.
Yes.
Amingus.
Silas just folds his arms, stares directly at the book, and just... You're lying, aren't you?
Of course. Well, maybe lying is not exactly the truth. I've told you before, there are many things contained within my pages that you're simply not ready for. And that was entirely the truth. Silas, allow me to be blunt with you. I have been with so many traveling companions over the ages. Hundreds. I've seen some go mad from the things contained within my bindings. I've seen some end their own lives for it. So believe me when I say that you're not prepared for all the things I contain within my pages. However, I'll tell you this much. My duty in my existence is not just to record the adventures of the people I travel with. It's a minor boon of my existence. I'm also responsible for making sure that the remnants left over from the Spirit of Sacrifice's endeavors don't harm more people. Let me tell you one truth. These blessings that the Spirit of Sacrifice bestows on people, they're a disease, a contagious disease. If left unchecked, more people could fall victim to it. Sometimes these creatures can even make lesser copies of themselves simply by infecting those that they attack with their own foul essences. Similar to vampirism, if you would. or lycanthropy.
Okay, then.
In fact, lycanthropy and vampirism are simply they're simply other versions of these of the curses bestowed by the spirit. Ones whose side effects are a little bit better known, or at least better ingrained in popular myth and legend.
Hmm.
Cinnamon Shifty said, Silas, you just killed a baby. Why are you trying to be the hero?
Oh, please, that child was probably someone in the ballpark of 200 years old.
Trey said, LMAO.
The Yetis are ice incarnate. They're frozen in time. That wasn't a child. It was just a monster wearing a child's skin.
And what's of me, Book?
Say what?
And what's of me, Book?
What of you? I'd say the same
Boo.
thing.
Child enough.
I'd hardly call you a monster, though. You still have your wits about you.
How could we be sure that they don't?
Oh,
I'm all for killing innocent people, but I mean, this seems a bit hard to assume that they're not sentient.
Okay.
they're not. Don't worry about that. You're not prepared to know that truth yet. But no, they're not sentient. They parrot the. Oftentimes, these creatures will parrot the things that they did in life. Look around. It's this ramshackle approximation of a home. They repeat the same actions that they took in their previous lives as humans, albeit without the conscious knowledge of why they're doing it.
Well, you make a valid point.
Besides, they were going to eat Cinnamon, and, you there, Ranger. He's addressing you, Cedar.
Wait,
Cedar's
what?
in the
Wait,
room.
I'm so now.
Cedar's not even in the room. What are you talking about?
You're all in the room, okay? You're all in the room.
I'm in the other room with Samoa.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I think
But
we're all in the
anyway,
I'm
yes,
giving
they were go. Fine, you're in the other room. But Beyond goes. They were going to eat. They were going to eat Cinnamon. I'm certain of it, and whatever the other one's name was.
Wait, what? Wait, what's going on?
Hold up, I gotta go this way.
Oh, hello. But yes, I don't see why you're so concerned. I'm simply cleaning up the mess that I can.
Cinnamon Shifty said, I say we eat them.
Wait, what's
Eat
going on?
who?
Oh, don't eat the Yetis. That's another way that you could spread the disease.
I would eat it if I could actually eat.
Well, you
Take
make
my
valid
plans.
points, Beyond. I will believe your intentions are good, but
I got a quick thing. I don't think that raw Yeti meat is the most healthy thing to eat currently.
I'm pretty sure you're going to discover an entirely new type of food poisoning.
Yeah.
Although, perhaps if properly preserved, William might be able to do something with it. He does seem to have a mind for that sort of thing.
So you're saying
I would vote we don't risk it.
But how are we even going to get those Yetis to William? He's all the way at the boat.
It would definitely spoil the floor.
Ah, yes, it will certainly spoil in the Arctic. Forgive me for suggesting that perhaps the meat will be frozen over the trek of your adventure in the Arctic.
We're literally on a mountain in the Arctic.
Anyways, Hello there, new friend. I am Silas Penelvian the 14th, heir to the Penelvian Guild, and
There they go.
current artificer of the party. And you are?
That was a long introduction, but okay. My name
He is
is
known as.
Cedar Jade, and this is my snow leopard Angel.
It immediately hisses at all of you.
Just a quick little warning. Stay 3 feet away from her. She bites and scratches and hates everyone. So
Oh.
I'd say I'll stay a little bit far away.
I
Silas, I'd move a little bit if
see.
I were you.
I see. Silas, like, takes a step back. He doesn't like cats.
Cinnamon Shifty said, "Hey Cedar, I am Cinnamon Shifty. I am canonically bald."
Wait.
I am canonically what?
Bald.
Don't worry.
Funny.
I know multiple bald people. Don't worry.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
look at my
One of
profile
cousins is
picture.
bald.
You are canonically a circle. Slightly lopsided circle, but a circle nonetheless.
The funny thing
It's
is,
so
Cinnamon's
random.
human.
And the time.
What?
What?
So, synonym. The other big question is, what the fuck have you been doing?
They got stabbed.
Ah,
I think we've.
Yeah, you.
They,
Well,
they were just telling me how they got stabbed.
So I
by
went
someone
to
named
sleep.
Lord Wongi.
on
Sorry,
the
sorry, you
ship.
tell it, you tell it.
I had this weird dream.
Uh-huh. Yeah, tell it this is gonna good.
Is this
Trust
just
me,
gonna
guys.
become the lyrics to break my? No, wait, no.
No.
Shoot, what's that
Trust
song?
me, guys.
name? I
This is a
forgot
good
it.
story. They were just telling me it.
Okay, and
They just told me.
as the day begins to come to a close, you all, as Cinnamon regales you with the epic tale of.
I was climbing this mountain and this guy called Lord Wongi stabbed me, then I woke up.
Anyway, as Cinnamon regales you with the incredible tale of how they got stabbed by some guy named Lord Wongi, we're going to end it there for today. As you all enjoy your day, as you all enjoy reuniting with an old friend, making a new one, and trying to push aside the weirdness of Beyond for a moment,
And how we're going to eat Yetis.
and discussing the possibility of whether or not Yeti meat is edible.
For
He's-
once?
He's horrified.
For once? You're alone in that.
I'm
Could I-
skinning- I'm
That's
skinning
saying shit.
this
I used to
Beyond.
like Beyond, and now I'm scared of him.
Can I
I
talk?
liked
I
Beyond
got a
anyway.
bad first impression of the book.
Oh yeah, no, you had a terrible first impression.
Okay,
Just see
guys.
whatever
Welcome.
the hell that book was doing.
Silas
I'm
is not
present.
going to be talking to him anytime soon.
Welcome, I am president of I Don't Like the Book Club.
I'll be right back.
Hi, can I join the I Don't Like the Book Club?
Can
Yes,
I also
yes, we-
join?
Yes, yes, you can.
That's what I-
Good, you guys.
We have meetings every time the book speaks.
You do know I'm right here. I can hear you.
Yes,
Fuck
we
you,
do.
book, shut up.
Wait, the
Anyways.
book's still here?
Would I gotten a chance to introduce myself to Cedar?
Jan, you ate some magic runes and are
Oh yeah, I
hiding
haven't
secrets.
introduced
I don't
myself to
trust you.
Cedar.
For one, what I okay, you know what? No, for one, you've seen me eat written language all the time. How is this any different? They're just magical this
This
time.
magical runes.
And I'm a magical book.
Power.
Listen, I'll grant you it might constitute cannibalism under the right circumstances.
Anyways.
I can see why your previous
Hello,
owners
Cedar.
went mad.
Cinnamon Shifty said, and that's a sentient book. This isn't new ground, Silas.
Silas has seen
Can
some
I
weird
continue with
shit,
my
okay?
introduction?
Well, how about this then? Would you like to see what something that would make you go mad?
Look, I'm trying to introduce
Angel,
myself to
bye.
the new person. Stop
Angel
it.
goes and bites the book.
Angel will not approach Beyond. The moment Angel gets close to it, you see Angel puff up, every hair on its body staying on end. It does not like Beyond at all, and
Beyond?
refuses to get nearer to it.
Beyond.
damn it.
Can I say something?
Can I ask?
Silas holds up the backpack. Please. Just please.
Please what?
Can I just continue my introduction?
The threats are unnerving, sir.
Fine, you can continue your introductions.
Wow.
Can I? Okay.
Finally, thank you. Anyways, hello, Cedar. Name's Altiu, you know. Arakoka.
Hi, Altair.
Like the book.
Where we gonna do like?
Is this just the anti? Is this just anti Beyond Anonymous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, everyone,
I
let's go
hold
around
it
in a
every time
circle
the
and
book holds.
introduce ourselves.
Yes.
Let's do like that. Let's do like the
Awesome.
kindergarten way. Let's all go in a circle and introduce ourselves.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, can we make a perfect circle? Wait.
We can make a puppet swear.
True. Alright, let's do that.
Cinnamon Shifty said, "My name is Cinnamon and I'm an alcoholic."
Canon.
Damn, and right whenever we don't have. Hold on, wait.
Wait, where we don't have thing.
Boom.
Anyways.
Here.
I love how we always just calling Aaron a drug. But let's be real.
But yes, we'll go ahead and end there as you all sit around their circle, introducing yourself to your new
My
found
name
friends.
Cinnamon hates alcohol. I made a point of that in a different session.
True, Cinnamon does hate drinking. You all catch up with Cinnamon, fill in both Cinnamon and Cedar on your current quests, and eventually you all decide that it's probably best that you camp out here for the evening. We'll start next session with you guys doing your various skinning of the Yetis and what other and any other things that you find necessary. But for now, we're going to end it there, guys.
No, my lord.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye to you too, guys.
Bye, YouTube.
My
Bye,
why
Twitch.
Larry.